ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verse 27. Read.
समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति।
सर्वेषु भूतेषु विनश्यत्सु अविनश्यन्तं परमेश्वर. Parameshwara is nature of Parameshwara is in contrast to the nature of Bhutas. Bhutas means all living beings. What is the nature of Bhutas? Vinashatsu. Bhasya tani vishinashti vinashatsu iti. Bhutani vishinashti. So describes, specifies as what? Vinashatsu. Even when all living beings die, get destroyed, then how Parameshwara is distinct from them? Tam Parameshwaram avinashyantam iti. That Parameshwara is avinashi, indestructible. Sri Srishti, the creation, comes, goes, comes, goes, comes, goes. Goes means destroyed, comes means born. Born dies, born dies, born dies. Parameshwara is avinashi, unscathed, untouched by neither utpatti nor vinasha. The ever-existent principle, avikriya, changeless all the time. See, this is a very great clue to find out what is the Parameshwara Tattva. Because if you closely analyze and scrutinize the entire Srishti, you will find everything is subject to birth and death. From Hiranyagarbha onwards, Even Ishvara comes into existence at the time of Srishti. No Srishti, no Ishvara. All these come and go. They are destructible. But only the Chaitanya is indestructible. In Panchadashi's first chapter, a sample analysis is conducted to establish that Chaitanya, they are called as Samvit, is available to us 24/7. Take into account first analysis of the perception through eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch. Same thing extended afterwards for the entire, that means waking, dream, sleep, and entire week, year, etc. for entire kalpa, entire duration of Srishti. Of course, that is a way established so by taking recourse to reasoning, yukti. But Shruti Pramana says Chaitanya, Chit, Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva is Avinashi. Our analysis to understand properly what is revealed by Shruti. Final Pramana is Shruti only. But it is given to reasoning also, which we can verify from our observation of the world. So here, that Bhuteshu Vinashatsu, entire Srishti may get destroyed. Is Avinashantam, is Avinashi, indestructible. Bhutanam Parameshwarasya cha Atyanta Vailakshanya Pradarsanartham. This contrast is drawn by Bhagavan to show Pradarsanartham, to show what? Atyanta Vailakshanyam, total distinction between whom? Bhutanam Parameshwarasya, between the living beings, not only living beings, other things also, everything, and Parameshwara. How the statement of Bhagavan, Vinashatsu Bhuteshu Vinashatsu Avinashantam, draws the contrast between the beings and Parameshwara. How is it so? Bhashyakara is going to explain now. Read from Katham.
सर्वेषां हि भावविकाराणां जनिलक्षणः भावविकारः मूलम् जन्मोत्तरभाविनः अन्ये सर्वे भावविकाराः विनाशान्ताः.
Katham. You can make adhyara there. Katham, add Vailakshanyam. How there is distinction? No doubt Bhagavan has said, in spite of all beings getting destroyed, Parameshwara always remains indestructible. Yes, this Bhagavan has said. But how do you conclude that this statement of Bhagavan shows the total distinction between the beings and Parameshwara? That is what? Katham Vailakshanyam. Question is asked, and Bhashyakara explains. He means what? Because. Because what? Sarvesham bhava vikaranam of all bhava vikaras, Bhava means padartha, things. Of all the changes, modifications of things, bhavikaranam, you have to add there madhye. So that is among, that means in the changes of all these bhavika, changes in all the things, janilik lakshanaha bhavavikara moolam. See, the bhavavikara, the change in term, change characterized by jani. Jani is janma, birth. So jani lakshana bhava vikara, the change of the thing in terms of birth is what? Moolam. Moolam means adihi or prathamaha, the first one. Then जन्मोत्तर भाविनः अन्ये सर्वे भाव विकाराः विनाशान्ताः. Thereafterward, अन्ये भाव विकाराः, अन्ये सर्वे भाव विकाराः, all changes of the thing after the birth. जन्मोत्तर भाविनः, जन्मोत्तर भाविनः, those come into existence after the birth of the thing, bhavika, sarve bhavikara. How far? Vinashantaha. Ending with vinasha, destruction. Jayate, you know Shadvikaras. The 6 changes a thing undergoes. Jayate is born. Asti exists after that it exists. Vardhate grows. Viparinamate undergoes metamorphosis. Apakshiyate declines. Vinashyate, get destroyed. The Shad Vikaras, the 6 changes. So that a thing undergoes is what ends with vinasha. When the thing has ended with vinasha, means has got destroyed, thereafter the thing itself does not exist, and because it doesn't exist, it doesn't have any further vikaras. Vikaras, vikriyas, change, modification. So therefore, all vikaras are what? Vinashantaha. Where is Adi? Moolam Jani Lakshana. All things are characterized by the birth to begin with, and they end with vinasha, destruction. In between, other 4 bhavikaras are there. Continue.
विनाशात् परः न कश्चिदस्ति भावविकारः भावाभावात् सतिः धर्मिणी धर्माः भवन्ति.
Vinashat paraha. Paraha, other than the destruction. No, para means thereafter. After the vinasha, kaschid bhavavikaraha nasti. There is no change whatsoever as far as that thing is concerned. How come? The reason is given. Bhava, bhavasya abhava. That is, after vinasha, destruction of the thing, there being no existence bhava of that thing. the thing itself doesn't exist, where the question of it undergoing changes. So therefore, beginning is birth, ending is vinasha, destruction. The reason is given why bhavanam abhava. After destruction, there are no, that is, the thing doesn't exist. And when the thing exists, then only the occasion of vikara taking place is possible, is being told now. Satihi,
Satihi dharmini dharmaha bhavanti.
when dharmi is there, dharmas are possible. Dharmi means the entity, the thing. Dharmas means its characteristic features. When the entity is there, the thing is there, its features are possible. Satihi dharmini. Satihi means if it is there. They call Sati Saptami. When the thing is there, dharmini, what are dharmi here? Bhutani. When the bhutani, the things, beings are there, what happens? Dharmaha. What are dharmaha? Vikaraha. All changes are what? Vikaraha. Dharmaha bhavanti, take place. Therefore, Bhashyakara draws the conclusion now. Continue.
अन्त्यभाव विकाराभावात् अनुवादेन पूर्वभाविनः सर्वे भावविकाराः प्रतिषिद्धाः भवन्ति सहकार्यैः.
Read again. What is the beginning? Read again.
अतः अन्त्यभाव विकाराभावानुवादेन पूर्वभाविनः सर्वे भावविकाराः प्रतिषिद्धाः भवन्ति सहकार्यैः.
Ataha. Ataha, therefore, antya bhava vikara bhava anuvadena. By the phrase avinashantam, that is, ataha, therefore, by the phrase avinashantam, what is shown, what is that, what is stated? Antya bhava vikara bhava anuvadena. By anuvada, that is this referring to or repeating. Anuvadam is not translation, okay? Anuvadam is repeating a statement. Thing which is already known or is there, it was repeated or referred to. By repeating or referring to. Antya bhava vikara bhava. When you say avinashantam, means the thing happens to be avinashi. Avinashi means indestructible. So by restatement of the destruction, absence of this mention of the last bhava vikara, antya bhava vikara bhava anuvadena. That is, by stating the absence of the antya bhava vikara, the last one vikara, change, that is destruction. Purva bhavinaha sarve bhava vikaraha pratisiddhaha bhavanti. Means by pointing out Parameshvara to be indestructible. You know, Avinashi, he has no destruction. The absence of destruction Parameshvara. by pointing out, do you know what it means? Earlier, all vikaras are not there in Parameshwara is pointed out. Because destruction is possible for an entity which is born. When it is born, all these vikaras take place. When destruction itself is not there, there is no janma at all. There is no, be careful, there is no seeming existence after being born. Parameshwara as Chitswarupa Brahma is ever existent principle. But it is not the existent principle which comes into existence after birth. Be very clear about the distinction. A plant exists after it has come into existence, from the seed. But Chaitanya is all along. If at all you have to use the word sat, of which it's the word itself shows, it is not a relative sat, relative existence which comes into existence after being born. No, it is absolute existence. The existence that was in the past, that shall ever be in the future, and now it continues to be there. Other relative existence comes into existence after the entity is born, continues up to the point of its destruction, thereafter it ceases. We see the distinction between them. So there be the case, by pointing out the absence of the last vikara of an entity, that is destruction, antya bhava vikara bhava anuvadena, by restatement of the absence of destruction in Parameshwara, purva bhavinaha, all changes that come into existence before destruction, the 5-1 from birth onward, sarve bhava vikara, all changes pratisiddha bhavanti, get negated. How? Karyaihi saha, along with their effects. All vikaras, all changes that are there in the Bhutani are not there in the Parameshwara because of dismissing the Vinasha in Parameshwara. Thereby, all earlier vikaras are also absent in Parameshwara. This is how total distinction between the Bhutani and Parameshwara is shown. Continue.
तस्मात् सर्वभूतैः वैलक्षण्यम् अत्यन्तम् एव परमेश्वरस्य सिद्धं निर्विशेषत्वम् एकत्वं च.
Therefore, sarvabhutaihi vailakshanya, sarvabhutaihi atyantam eva vailakshanyam, not ordinary contrast, distinction, total contrast, total distinction, the distinction between who, Parameshwara and rest all the beings. Siddham is proved, is established. Again, what is established? Nirvisheshatvam cha na nirvisheshatam ekatvam. Further, this is established. Nirvisheshatvam. Nirvishat means sarva bhava vikara rahitatvam. Virahitatvam. Absence of all the bhava vikaras. Jayate, asti, vardhate, etc. All these 6 changes, absence of them. Nirvisheshatvam. Then ekatvam cha. Ekatvam cha is advitiyatvam, non-dual nature. Continue.
यः एवं यथोक्तं परमेश्वरं पश्यति सः पश्यति.
The phrase from verse Yah Pashyati, Sah Pashyati is being commented by Bhasya. Yaha, where he may be. See, this universal pronoun, Yah, where he may be, shows knowledge can be gained by anyone. There is no restriction that only Brahmanas can gain knowledge. Only men can gain knowledge. Women cannot gain knowledge. Or differently, the Kshatriya. No, anyone or any Varna only can gain this thing. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, irrespective of it. There may be certain restrictions as far as the study of Veda is concerned. The Vedas can be studied by Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, not Shudra. That is for different purpose. Because the disposition of Shudra is not that conducive to take the study of Veda. Therefore, it is a waste of time. You will not get benefited and you will not get that knowledge. Don't you take eligibility tests for different courses, etc. like that? It is not to show that some are superior, some are inferior. Though in course of time, such gradations have crept in, but that was not the purpose by the intention of the Vedas system. Even Shudra can gain knowledge. Then you may say, if he is no, as per the orthodox way of, if you see, Shudras have no adhikara for Vedas. Then how they can gain? They need not study Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita is there. Smritis are there. Shastras, based on Veda, which unfold the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, they are enough for them. They need not take to Upanishads like that. It does mean to their level, whatever is suited is given, thereby they gain the highest one. Moksha, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana is not the prerogative of any some chosen few. Taken for granted, the eligibility of the disposition, it is for all. In spite of taking to pursuit, if you don't get the knowledge, the blame lies with you because of some deficiencies in you in terms of preparation of your mind. It only shows your mind is not ready, that's all. Prepare the mind. There is no reason why you should not get the knowledge. That's why abhyasa, repetition is recommended. See, in 6th chapter, how Arjuna complained to Bhagavan. This mind is very difficult to control. That is true, Arjuna. But there's a way out. What is that? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena jagrihyati. By staunch vairagya coupled with abhyasa, practice of something which is relevant to the individual, it can be. For example, nididhyasana, meditation of Atma, that is Atma Chintana. Mere knowing the technique is not going to help you. You have to do repeatedly abhyasa. Japa. Only you know that mantra will not help you. You have to repeat. Japa also has such a powerful capacity. If it goes into crores and crores as such, the what is that? Ishta Daivata Sakshatkara has to be there. And when that Ishta Sakshatkara is there, thereafterward, gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana is not difficult, very easy, because the deity takes care of everything. He sees that Yoga Kshema, what is necessary for him to gain the knowledge, deity takes care. And by Sakshatkara has got means what? Already certified. Chitta Naishchalya. Shuddhanta Karana. Pure mind with a single pointed attention is there. Without that, the Ishta Daivata Sakshatkara is not possible. Direct revelation of the deity is not possible without such, that is a single pointed as pure mind. People think that bhakti is easy because bhakti mein bhukti bhi chalta hai. Because bhukti, bhoga. That is not true. In bhakti also, vairagya is indispensable. In the beginning, that is true. Bhagavan caters to your request, prayer for this and that. With only lollipop. To make the child interested in something being higher. Bhagavan is not really interested. But slowly, when that desire for the higher values and higher knowledge is created, you have to proceed, and vairagya becomes natural. You can't ride on two horses. Mind is a musical chair. No two entities can sit on it simultaneously. Mind preoccupied in the Vishaya Bhogas can never take to Paramartha sadhanas. Simple. Keep this in mind. Mind is a musical chair. That's what say, no? Jidhar काम udhar Ram nahi, jidhar Ram udhar काम nahi. Kamane means passion, desires. That was the greatness of Rama. You know that? Once someone asked Ravana, why you say, look here, you can cheat Sita by disguising yourself as Rama. Because Ravana knew some magical tricks by which he can change his form. Simply disguise yourself as Rama. Sita will not know. You know, Ravana said, do you think that I have not tried it? I did try it. When I disguised myself as Rama, Kama went up. I had no Kama at all. I had no desire at all. That is the greatness of Rama. And again, Sita is not an ordinary lady as such, she is Lakshmi. She can know who is what. That is what once happened during the, of course, it was not Sita. Rama was lamenting over Sita because Ravana had, of course, they didn't know who has kidnapped it. Of course, Jatai told that Ravana has kidnapped her. He was in search of Sita, totally forlorn, weeping to such an extent, asking the tree, bird, have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita? Shiva and Parvati were going. Shiva knew who Rama is. Parvati also knew. But still, no, what is that? Idle curiosity to test him. And couldn't test him. Why? He is weeping like this, crying like this for Sita. How is it possible? Said, she told Shiva, I think I want to test him. Look, he's on a mission. Don't disturb him. It means don't waste his time. See, great people, when some great people is very busy, even they are so great, they will not disturb him as such, because his attention is more required than his job. So don't do that. Why do you disturb him as such? He's on a mission. And he didn't bother. Parvati didn't listen. She disguised herself as Sita and they came on the way where Rama was going. Rama saw, says, "Oh, Mother of Universe, my salutations to you." You know that who is she? She is Sita. She is Parvati. Oh, Jagan Mata, my salutations to you. Where is he? Who is she? Where is Shiva? Because she can never be away from Shiva. Parvati realized her mistake. She just disappeared. Of course, she has to pay price for it. Shiva abandoned her. So you are disguised as Sita, as the wife of Rama. ये नहीं चलेगा. Parvati has to regret for it. And after, and of course, abandoned means what? Shiva went into Samadhi. Just went to Samadhi. Impervious of Parvati. Parvati had to do a lot of penance for the blunder she did. She should not have done that. So that is how it is. This idle curiosity. Anyway. So that is how this, even the japa has got such potentiality, but what is required is abhyas. So also we are very adept. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana means Atma Chintana. And you can write a thesis also. Different types of Atma Chintana. Drikdisha Viveka, Panchikarana, like that. Panchakosha Viveka, Avasthatraya Sakshi. इससे कुछ काम नहीं चलेगा. You should do it repeatedly. Then that mind slowly withdraws from its preoccupation in the Vishayas and gets focused on the Swarupa, which is Chinmatra. Keep this word in the mind. I am Chinmatra. I am Chinmaya. Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. Chit and Chit alone. None of these body, indriyas, mind and this intellect and this ignorance have anything to do with me. None of these have anything to do with me. I am totally free from them. I am Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. Even if you do that, Chinmatroham, for knowing what Brahma is, it means Aham Brahmasmi. You have preoccupation in the mind. Lagatar. You may be busy with other things, but mind is there. What? Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. You may be physically doing many things. Walking, talking, sitting, eating, bathing. Every time. When that becomes your second nature, slowly the mind will withdraw from rest of things, will get preoccupied in this. Once that takes place, there is no delay in your mind getting absorbed in the Swarupa. I repeat, Abhyasa is necessary. Vairagya is indispensable, but it is like one wing. Other wing must be what? Abhyasa. Mere Abhyasa also is one wing. Vairagya also must be there. A bird can fly when only both wings are healthy. One wing will not do however strong it is. So that means the case, this one who knows this, repeatedly dwells on this. What? Yathoktam Parameshwaram. Parameshwara, yaha evam yathoktam Parameshwaram pashyati, saha pashyati. The person, we are ready?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay. Yaha evam yathoktam Parameshwaram pashyati, saha pashyati. The one who knows this, not simply the gathering information. Oh, 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 27th verse says that this is what Bhagavan is. You should directly be aware of it. That is why, unless see, if we have that frame of mind which a upasaka has got after gaining upasya daivata sakshatkara, such persons are called krita upastihi. Krita upastihi means the person who has taken to upasana to the successful completion of gaining sakshatkara of upasya daivata. Thereby, he gets that total shuddhanta karana and chitta naishtal. For such a person, Shravana Mana is just like a trice. Within 2-3 minutes of inquiry can reveal him the Swarupa because the mind is ready. Only that inquiry will trigger off. His mind is the Swarupa. Those who are not, and majority also. That is what Vidyarthmani in Jivan Mukti Viveka says, laments. Idanin tanaha akruta upasaya. They don't have such upasanas and simply straight away jump into Vedanta. And by Guru's grace, they pick up something also. But still, mind being not ready, they are not totally benefited by that. Such people have to take to Nididhyasana. Repeatedly dwelling on the Swarup. So here, yaha evam yathoktam parameshwaram pashyati. When you sees the Parameshwara as described. What do you mean by sees? Janati. Knows. Seeing this verb, to see this verb, is also used figuratively in the sense of to know. Would you not ask, did you see? You are explaining something. Do you see? Not with the eyes. You understood? You known that? That. So therefore, such person who knows this way the Parameshwara, saha pashyati, He is the person who has got the right knowledge. He is a jnani. He is a jnani. This is what Bhagwan has said. Here is a doubt. See, look. What is this? Bhagwan is telling. The one who sees like this is the one who really sees it. Everyone knows I am Bhagwan. How? See, look. Is there anyone who knows not that I am not? Everyone knows I am. There is no occasion for anyone not knowing I am. You are not talking of sleep or faint soon. No, I am not talking. Every waking person or a dreamer in the dream knows I am. And Shastra says that I is what? Parmeshwar. Therefore, I am Parmeshwar. काम हो गया ना? And why are talking? This person who knows it only sees it. Everyone knows it. Very specific. ये होशियारी नहीं चलेगी, ये चालाकी नहीं चलेगी. Merely just parroting what Shastra says is not going to help. You know that story or incident? Actually, it happened many decades back. When Satya Sai Baba was not young, a devotee came and complained. So, Maharaj, I am doing sadhana for last 3 decades, but no result. That person expected some appreciation by Satya Sai Baba. Oh, last 30 years, you are doing sadhana. Satya Sai Baba was totally aloof, was too cool. Casually asked, what sadhanas were you doing? Then he thought, oh, he doesn't know my sadhana. That's why he didn't appreciate. Say, Swami, I was doing japa. Again he asked, without any showing any interest in that. What japa you are doing? Oh, he doesn't know what japa is. I was doing japa that Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am Shiva, I am, no, Shivoham is it. Again he asked, do you know the meaning of Shivoham? So yes, what is it? I am Shiva, I am Shiva. Acha. If you are Shiva, how goddess Parvati is related to you? Shantam Papam, Shantam Papam, Shantam. That fellow jumped. What sense it made him? Does he know what Shiva means there? It is Chit Shiva, Chaitanya Shiva. He knows what is Shiva Parvati. And you physically say you are Shiva, Parvati has to be your wife, is it not? That is an understood mistake. Identifying with the body, he says Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Nothing wrong in doing that. But it will not give total benefit, but it will take its time, etc. Maybe in future, it can help you. Nothing wrong. So therefore, merely saying me in all is what Parameshwara. Therefore, I am present and I never get lost for myself. No, that is not correct saying. What you see there yourself totally contrary to what you are in reality. You are seeing is not correct darshana. It is viparita darshana. A contrary seeing in terms of yourself as samsari jiva and not Parameshwara Swarupa. So the doubt is raised here. Read Nanu.
ननु सर्वः अपि लोकः पश्यति किं विशेषणेन इति।
Nanu. Doubt. See, sarvaha api lokaha pashyati. Lokaha, people. Parameshwaram. Parameshwaram. Pashyati eva. Everyone does see Parameshwara. How? Atmatvat. Parameshwara is Atma. See? Atma I. And Atma I is Nitya Aparoksha. Are you away from yourself in time? No. So therefore, Parameshwara being Atma, Atma being Aparoksha, never away from me, everyone sees what? Parameshwara. Because I myself can never be Paroksha, remote for myself. So therefore the Purvapaksha says, Kim Visheshena? What sense your specific mention? The one who sees the indestructible Parameshwara in and through the destructible Bhutas, he only sees. What is the purpose of your this specifying like this? Iti. This is a doubt, for which Bhasya gives an answer. Continue. Satyam pashyati.
सत्यं पश्यति किंतु विपरीतं पश्यति अतः विशिनष्टि सः एव पश्यति इति।
Satyam. Sir, what you said is correct. What pashyati? As you said, this person also sees who? Parameshwara. But what type of Parameshwara? But kintu viparitam pashyati. Viparita means viparita lakshanam pashyati. He sees the Parameshwara of what? With opposed feature than what it is. As a samsari jiva, Parameshwara is not a samsari jiva. Pashyati. Iti ataha. Because of this, the Vishinashti. Because all people are what? Viparita Atmadarshi. They know Atma contrary to what its nature is. A samsari Atma, they mistake for samsari Jiva. Therefore, their knowledge is not the correct knowledge. Ityataha Vishinashti. Vishinashti means distinguishes, specifies the correct Atma Darshan. This Atma free from Shadvikaras, not the Jiva Samsari. And such person only what? Saha eva pashyati. So, how does he specify? By the phrase Saha eva pashyati. Yah pashyati, Saha pashyati. Saha pashyati from the last phrase from the second line of verse 27. Saha, that person only sees. Who is that? In and through the destructible Bhutani, the indestructible Paramatma Tattva, one who says he is the one who has got the correct knowledge. Iti pashyati iti. For this, seeing correctly, seeing wrongly, seeing is there, but the difference is correct sight and the erroneous sight. To this effect, an illustration is being given. Continue. Yatha.
यथा तिमिरदृष्टिः अनेकं चन्द्रं पश्यति तम अपेक्ष एकचन्द्रदर्शी विशिष्यते स एव पश्यति इति तथा एव इह अपि एकम् अविभक्तं यथोक्तम् आत्मानं यः पश्यति सः विभक्तानेकात्म विपरीतदर्शिभ्यः विशिष्यते स एव पश्यति इति.
See, a big long line is there. We will just see. Next time we will see the word by word, but what it means is like this. See, there is a person suffering from cataract. And because that cataract, when he sees the moon, in the place of one, he sees two or many moons, let us say. So that is what I think by cataract it happens. I was wondering, when the boys, sometime when I olden days in the town, in government dispensary used to be there, and the taluka one doctor. And people used to go. I also happened to go sometime. This doctor is asking at other places. He was holding the finger like this. How many are there? I was wondering what this doctor thinks. However peasant he may be, does it not want? He was finding out whether it's a cataract or not. I didn't know that. So like that. Cataract people see many things in the place of one. I think two believe, I believe. Yatha timira drishti. A person suffering from cataract. Anekam chandram pashyati. He sees many moons, more than one. Sees. Tam apeksha means with respect to that, eka chandradarshi vishishyate. See, the person who sees more than one moon also sees. But a person who has no cataract sees only one sun. What is that? Chandra, moon. So that is what distinguishes. This person really sees. And what he sees is wrong. Both see. But this so also, other also may know that Atma, but he doesn't know what that Atma, Parameshwara is reality. We'll take it.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ.